got out of the post office, and I gotta admit, this is one of the weirdest, well, I don't even know if weird is the way to describe it, but one of the strangest ways to send a game through the mail. They got duct tape on the back, it's just a regular envelope. Feels like the game might be padded, but yeah, definitely weird. Let's go ahead and open this, check this out. Oh, look, another envelope, more duct tape. Cool. WWF Superstars for Game Boy. Looks okay, not too dirty. 50 cents from eBay. Don't think the guy made a deal on this one. Okay, so this is WWF Superstars of Wrestling for Game Boy, and I gotta admit, this is certainly one of the better wrestling games I've ever played anywhere. Now, as far as I'm concerned, WrestleFest in the arcade is by far one of the best wrestling games ever made, irregardless of platform or however you want to look at it. But this is definitely up there in my book. So you have 5 of the more popular wrestlers. They had frequently seen late 80s, early 90s. And you can select any of the 5. And of course you can choose between 1 fall or 3 falls. And you'll also choose a time limit. And you get a little bit of trash talking before each fight, which is kind of comical. Yeah, Mr. Imperfect is more like it. That's rich to me. So I started out losing and losing hard when I recorded this. If you stay outside the ring for a 10 count, the game ends, and it's a very quick 10 count. You automatically lose by disqualification. If you notice next to the wrestler's face, specifically Randy Savage, there's a star there. Mr. Perfect had a star there as well when the match started, and what that star represents is your ability to throw your opponent out of the ring. You do so by pressing the select button. And the other buttons, one is to punch, the other is to grapple. Pressing the grapple button and in a certain direction will do some of the different moves. All the characters have pretty much the same move. There's some variation though, whereas some will do an elbow drop, some will do a knee drop. You can also climb up on the ropes and jump down onto your opponent. Of course, if they're not laying down on the ground and you miss, you'll be paralyzed for a second or two. And you'll see later on in this video where I think I'm going to nail it, I don't. For the most part, the controls are very responsive. But sometimes I don't know if the game's just glitching or what, but you can like try to turn around and it won't respond. See, I totally missed. Got pretty messed up there. You could also run into the ropes by pressing twice in the direction that you're facing. And for some reason here, I couldn't get the Macho Man to climb up the turnbuckle. And the computer glitched there by sliding up. Thought its legs moving. See, I missed it again. And of course, a 3-count pin, you'll win the match, just like in wrestling. And then between each match, Vince McMahon will say a few words of wisdom. And I'm kind of disappointed by the drawing of the $1 Million Man, because it looks like you put on a lot of weight. This picture looks spot on, but the one where you select the character in the picture within the match, they made him look way too chunky. I mean, he wasn't always the most slimmest of wrestlers, but still. Alright, so this match is actually going to go a little bit quicker than the last one. The computer's a lot more aggressive as the game progresses. And you can tell I got a little bit more used to the controls. And when you get knocked down, you can press up or down to roll away, which looks pretty funny. So DiBiase used his star, threw me out of the ring, and there starts the count. And he now has a slight advantage because it took a lot of energy when I got thrown out. Now it looks like we're not doing much damage to each other, but it's going to go south fast here pretty quick. And it looks like I'm in serious trouble here, don't it? I'm on the verge of losing. So here I really start to turn it around. And I'm going to get my opportunity on the ropes again. I have the advantage now. Now DiBiase has the advantage. Now it's tied. Alright, so I jump up on the ropes. And he moves out of the way at the last second and goes in for the pin. How disappointing is that? Okay, so all in all, this is a great game. I got it for 50 cents on eBay. It's pretty inexpensive. Don't spend any more than $4 or $5 with shipping for it, though. It's a very quick game with only the 5 wrestlers. And like I said, the controls are pretty good actually, but sometimes it doesn't respond quite the way it should. But this is certainly a much better wrestling game than, for example, the 3 WWF games on the NES. So I highly recommend this.